Howdy do, everyone. I'm hoping we're going to be good today. Thought I'd do a little short stream for let's do some builds and see. There's Dad Spare Change. You want to talk about somebody that's killing it now? Dad Spare Change found a blind bat on the American Samoa. On the American Samoa quarter, and that's the first time I've ever seen anyone find one of those. It was a very nice find. So congrats on that, Dad Spare Change. And I do believe the things are going to work today. Last time on my chat, I usually set it up and it gives me the option to, on the bottom right side of my main screen, to open another window for chat and move it over to my other monitor. And it wouldn't let me do that last time. It's letting me do it now. So it looks like everything is working. I'm going to run a giveaway. I'm not going to do any giveaways today, so we're just doing a test stream. We'll see how this stack goes. I did find those bill hunters out there, so I am coming across some 2021 with ink stains. This is a pretty significant little corner stain there. I don't really think I'll keep it, but look, keep an eye out for the 2021. Oh, that's the 2013. I'm sorry, but here's a 2021 with some ink stains on the left. Here's a 2017 with some ink stains on the bottom, and it's funny because on these bills it'll only be on one side. So, it's not like it got dipped in something. Hey, Lisa D. Oh, be safe, be safe. We're not going to be on terribly long. But anyway, those were some of my finds for today. I also found a 640,000 run size on a star note. So that was what I have found so far today. And I've been finding a lot of 2021s with consecutive serial numbers. So those also, I don't know where these bills, I think they were up there. All right, we'll figure that out. I'll throw those over there now. So I got a strap to do. We're going to do a strap. Nicole Erickson, how are you? We used to have an air show here every year, Michael Erickson, and I have to say I was not a big fan because my house was right over the fly space, and I worked nights, and those jets would come through treetop level and rattle the windows. So they ended up getting away from that, and I was not too happy every year when that rode around. Let's see who I was in chat. We got a few people in there. I think 27. Yeah, that's working too. So we got Anfield, B.H. Ringer, That's Fair Change, KJ, Lisa D, Martin Bowen, Michael Erickson, Nicole Erickson, the Bud Files, to Todd, and VMC's in the chat. So we're just going to get going. Looks like we're going to be good, hopefully. Well, let's just go ahead and knock that out too. Let me start a giveaway just to see if that works, and you guys just start exclamation giveaway just to test the system to see if it's working. So, all right, I'm going to close that one. All right, so here we go. I got a giveaway going. Looks like we got a few loaded in so far. Lisa D got 4. All right, yeah, they're loading. There's BMC, KJ, to Todd. Whew, almost didn't get that muted in time. Gabe, I hope you are doing well today, keeping your dad in good health. So thank you for dropping in today too. I did some running around today. We've got a shop in Tuscaloosa that hey Arnie C. Anfield, good to see you. I didn't see you. You didn't come up in my, well, maybe you did. Anyway, I'm going to close that now. It is working. Let me see if Anfield, yep, you got in, Anfield. I'm going to cancel that now so we don't confuse people. But it does look like we are back in business. We are back in business. So we are going to run through some bills. I found some almost or one digit off a binary, a couple bills, and so maybe we'll find something there. I found a bunch of consecutive serial numbers. Some were 2 or 3 bills. Hey, BH Ringer. Some were 2 or 3 bills with consecutive serial numbers. Some were close to being consecutive. Computers, no, all I did was turn it on, Michael. But there is a nice feature. There's a button you can use on the bot that connects you with an AI feature that I have to work through to get to a human to address things like that. But it is a nice feature to have when you're trying to troubleshoot. All right. Hey, Gabe. When you're trying to troubleshoot things, unfortunately, they can't go back to an old stream, so they say, and see what's going on, what went on with it, and diagnose anything off a previous stream. So you've got to oh, there's our first star note in this strap. So I've done, I don't know, I think I got a few left to do, but I think I've found 3 star notes so far in about 6 straps, so I'm kind of off the number. I know people like to get at least one a strap. I'm a little off that number. This is a 2017. My other one was, the good one was a 2017 A. So this is going to be a K. 0323 6285. Woo! 250,000. Let's go ahead over to the other screen and share this one. It is that is a nice rare note there. There you go. 250,000 run size. That may be one of the lowest run size that I've ever come across. Let's look and see how cool it is. It ain't real cool. They ought to take that into account. I guess they're just looking at just how the numbers line up, not necessarily if it's a star note or anything, but so anyway, we did get a nice one there. I'll put it in the pile over here where I'm keeping them. So 250,000 run size. That's a pretty nice one there. Oop, window. Y'all are too funny. If y'all have seen me fighting with this thing sometimes, you would change that designation, PDQ. Hey, Cammy King. Just a little test stream. We had some issues with Streamlabs Tuesday, so I'm hoping that it's cleared up. Seems that everything is back on the up and up. And I'm going to also just say that in the future, I don't know, I've got 3 or 4 screws loose, and when I'm trying to run a stream and then I have Streamlab issues come up, it really throws the whole. Hey, all currency. It was a 2017. It's not in great shape. It's a little limp and a little wrinkled, but when we do have Streamlabs issues, I'm going to give it one time. I'm going to go in and reset the bot. And if it doesn't work after that, then and I will count on my moderators to moderate chat in the fact that Streamlabs is not working. See, there's some kind of stamp on that one. I don't know what that is. So that I can better run the stream from this end, and so because it's a game, I know everybody enjoys doing that, and when it's not doing well, there's very little I can do. So repeated times trying to reboot or turn bot off, turn bot on, and all that, it really, that's bank stamp. It really throws the flow of the stream off. So I try to have everything set up and working right, but it just ain't gonna happen all the time. So we're mainly here, I hope, and a lot of, teller stamp. I guess they had the band on it, and they stamped the band, and they missed it. They missed it. It was a misstamp. Be calm. My voice, I've not been feeling really great today. My voice is kind of on the flip and kind of feeling achy. I hope I'm not getting sick. I don't feel like I am. I'm just feel a little run down today. So hopefully we'll get a good night's sleep tonight. I did a lot of running around. So I went to a consignment shop called the Yard Sale, and I have seen coins in there before, and a lot of books. So I thought to myself I would run through there and see if they had anything. I haven't been in there probably in a year. And they did have quarters. They had quarters, silver quarters for $8 a piece. They had, all right, hey, get your helmet on, Lisa. Put your helmet on. They had quarters for $8, and they had, hey, Sam Wilson, quarters for $8, and they had 40% Kennedys for $10. And then they had 90%ers, I'm assuming, because the bin said silver $50 and it was empty. They had 90s for $20, which I thought, I don't know if they sold out or what. Hey there, Tom Craig. All right, go to the basement, Lisa. I'm not sure where you're at in the universe, but be safe. Be safe. Let us know when the warning's expired. Yeah, you guys keep plugging the redeems every now and then, playing slots, doing the gamble mini games and stuff. Let's give the Streamlabs, hey John Chum, give Streamlabs a good workout while we're here. Hopefully we won't wear it out. It'll have a chance to rebound between now and Saturday. Thank you. That might be a little loud on my end. Oop, another star note, second one for this strap. This is another 2017A. 2017A. $2017A. Let's look that up. We got a B. 0826 2463. Okay, that's a regular old everyday, no rarity, 3.2 million, 7.04 million, and very low coolness score. I got to take this call. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. I've been waiting on a call from the. I've been waiting on a call from the Baymont Inn where we're staying for the coin show in November on the conference room, and I just got shot down on that, so I will not be able to get the conference room for the. We had 2 star notes in that strap. I'm trying to replace the bill. That's all the extra ones I got, though. Yeah, I know. Well, and it kind of made me mad because they told me they'd call yesterday, never heard from them. Then they said they'd call. She said she'd have her manager call in the morning, never heard from them. Then I called them myself, and she said, "Oh yes, I see the note for that right here." And so anyway, it is what it is. I was really hoping that we would be able to get a room, dedicated room that we could coin hunt in. I have no idea how we're going to handle any kind of coordinated hunt unless we try to do some kind of collab stream on YouTube or something. But here again, that's foreign territory for me, but I'll get up with Rick. She did say that there's another location, part of that group, that's the Comfort Inn, that has a conference room that may be available. And she also said that if she has any changes, she will get back with me. So anyway, we still got some time. There's a lot of time between now and then. You never know. Somebody may cancel. No yoga mats this time, Mike. I wasn't gonna make that mistake before. Again, this is just a hotel. It's nothing super fancy. Although I did notice, looking at the pictures, they do have the waffle iron. So there's that. Be free hot waffles in that morning, so you can't get mad at that. Hey, Captain Vic. Oh, I still got the wrong chat pulled up. Oh, Captain Vic hit the slots, come in and hit the. Hey, Pete Clark. Hit the slots. So I had somebody send me a email claiming. Let me see if he answered me, because I don't know the name, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to announce it on the stream, but until I get a response from him, then I can't send, because I'm just real kind of leery about. I mean, anybody could see my email up there and send me a. Oh, heck yeah, I can probably do those. But you know, it hit me when I was looking at that anybody could see my email up there, send me a phishing email saying, yes, I'm such and such, hey, brown sugar, and I want a giveaway on the stream, such and such. Well, unless you give me a handle, I don't know which one you won or how to do that. Screwdriver Zine's working. Michael Erickson, he is all over it. Man, that's a bunch of 3s and 8s there, but not quite a good number. But thank you, Michael. It's working. We are firing on all cylinders tonight, it would look like. Or this afternoon, rather. So what have y'all done today? I know Michael was running around some, and I know a lot of you had to work. We got 32 people, and look, we're still holding at 1,600 subs, so there will be a special giveaway for the weekend. We don't know what that giveaway will be yet, but that's got a lot of the same numbers in the wrong order, 4017, 4710. So I can't make that work in any way that's the thing, but it had all the combinations there, just not in the right order. So yeah, we will figure that out on the hotel room. But then I went by a couple of used bookstores. One of them was kind of a new bookstore. All right, Lisa D. It was kind of a new bookstore that bought and sell old books, and they didn't have any kind of reference manuals. I was hoping to find a currency manual, reference manual of some kind, but no luck. Then I went to another one, and it was very, very artsy, kind of like that hotel room in Denver, Michael E. I didn't see no yoga mats, but there was a lot of poetry books in there. So I said to myself, that's probably not my kind of bookstore there. So we will be on this Saturday and next Saturday, I think. This Saturday and next Saturday, and then I'm going to take another weekend off to do a coin show / metal detecting trip. But I will be back the next weekend. We'll also miss a stream in June. So there will be some little breaks in the action. Wendy, member for 6 months. Thank you, Wendy. All currency. Have a good night, everyone. New stream looks good. Great places to find reference materials. Hit and miss, though. Yeah. Thank you, sir, and I appreciate you dropping in. I'm gonna probably do this strap and one more strap, and then we're gonna sign off. Hey, Brian and the twins. we can continue to just kind of run the different features of Streamlabs and the bot just to make sure we're good. I still need to, Rick's just so busy, I need to figure out, I can YouTube it and figure it out. I can YouTube it and figure it out. The 7th, 8th, and 9th are the shows. We'll kind of, everybody seems like they're going to be moseying into town on Friday, and then we will do the show for a large portion of the day Saturday, and then 26 likes. Thank you, Wendy. A large portion of the day Saturday, and then the show open Sundays, like me and Martin were talking about. You know, if we kind of scope out, maybe there's some things we're interested in, and maybe they don't want to budge on Saturday. You know, Sunday, if they're still there, kind of running out of time, if they haven't had much interest in things, then maybe you could strike a deal or two on Sunday. So it's a possibility, if we have some of that stuff in the work, that actually Martin, myself, Shelly, and Daniel, Martin is going to drive to my house and drive up to the show with me, and Shelly and Daniel are going to fly into Chattanooga and drive back to Alabama with me, and then fly home from Birmingham. So we will have a great old time. I guess that's what you call the circle of death on a dollar bill right there. So, hey, Greg Chapman. Man, that would be great, Michael Erickson. I guess you are probably a 9-hour drive from there if you are, if you're in New York area. If hunting is 9 hours, it might be 10 hours for you. I haven't looked at the distances for that. That would be so great, wouldn't it, Shellbell? It would be like the whole gang would be there. All right, you got to count the chimes. I fixed the clock. Couldn't quite see the date there. That was almoster. Yeah, well, you know, things may change. It's a long time between now and then, and yeah, it worked. It worked right, unless you're on the East Coast or Mountain Time or West Coast. For Central Time, it's all right. So I can get a little bit closer so I can see the date better. Yeah, that's kind of Suck City there. I love me a coin show. I did drive 12 hours to go to Tulsa. That was my first ever coin show, so it's doable, but that was an extended trip, you know, with the stop at Paws and everything, so it wasn't a 12-hour trip for a 3-day show. That's kind of like Gilligan's Island. Oh, me. Three-hour tour, 3-day coin show. How you doing, that thing? The last two bills. Sitting at work, living the dream. Information Highway. How was the Denver show this year? Was there a big turnout? Was that one I looked at, Wendy? 1978, 1716? No, that's wrong scrap. Next one up. Oh, really? Wow. Wow. Okay. Whew. Now there's one with a large ink stain on it. It's not in great shape. It is a 2017A that has a large ink stain. I still don't think that's in the category, but it's funny how it doesn't go through the bill. You can have ink stain on one side, so that has a large ink stain on it, but it's in ratty shape. So looks like that one got rolled up bad in the machine or something. Had a bad day in the machine. Oop, Michael Erickson. Fleabag will be so happy. That was Martin Bowen's birthday, Wendy. Oh, I shouldn't have went there. Sorry about that, Martin. Sorry about that. So I had a good lunch with the son today. Talked to him for a while. We went to Baumhauer's. I don't know. That's probably not a restaurant a lot of people know about. It's a wing place, Bob Baumhauer. I know most people know that. Most people know that name from the football, but he's got a chain of restaurants, and I don't know if they're just in Alabama or if they're southeast or what the circulation is on his restaurant. But we had lunch there. Hey, Coin Junkie. This is the other side of the coin. There's another stain, but it goes all the way through. So that's a different animal there. Hope you are doing well, Mr. Coin Junkie. Yeah, I don't really think that the stains have any kind of value outside of the dollar. I've got a book. It shows the error. Hey, Paula Abrams. All right. Enjoy your supper. I have my book shows one that they consider an error, I guess. I guess they are all errors, but it has to be significant, I think, to add value. But it was like half the bill was, you was just messing. Clawectables. One gifted one membership. Thank you so much for doing that. That is very nice of you. And who got that? T-Rep received a membership. That super nice. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. So we will have another auction this weekend. I will have reintroduced the Dansko albums again. Not sure which one. So let me ask you this. I've got a nickel album that is not a dated album. It's just 2 or 3 pages of empty slots for nickels. Is there any interest in that type of album? I got 2 of them, so I thought about maybe doing 2 albums with one of those being. I got another subscriber that would like to have one of them, so I've got one left on just the blank nickel album, Dansko. I thought for cut errors or if your original album don't have proofs, then if you wanted to do a nickel album, or maybe you wanted to do a Nicodate album, that would be a pretty cool use for it. If you had 2 Buffalo nickel albums, you could have a Nicodate album, and you could have John Chum sent 5 WalkerMagnet membership. Thank you, John. That is so generous of you. Jeff C. Pete Clark, John Chum got his own membership. Union Deposit Treasurer and Justin all received membership from John Chum. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. That worked out good for you, though. You got a little bit back. See, you do good things, you get things back. You do good things, you get things back. There's another teller stamp, as y'all called it. Y'all know how it is when you're new to, hey, Nettie Susan. You know how it is when you're new to, yeah, he might. Yeah, as many as he does. That's right. That's right. Lost train of thought there. That seems to happen every day. I walk across the house, get to the other end, I'm like, what in the world did I come in here for? Then I get back to my office and I remember, got to walk back again. Luckily, I don't think I've had to make 2 trips yet. So, I kind of think it's not too bad yet. If you make the trip back to the office, remember what you left for and then forget it when you go back again, that would be cause for alarm. That would not be a test. This would be cause for alarm. Yeah, I don't have a Walker album, Cammie. I'm sorry, dear. That was the one. I'll give you the list of what I got left. I've got Lincoln cent, Eisenhower dollars. I've got 2 nickels, Liberty nickels. I've got statehood quarters, Merc dimes, Liberty headquarters, Kennedy half dollars, Indian head cent, Peace dollars, Liberty head half dollars, and Franklin half dollars. I may actually keep the Franklin one because I've got a Whitman album that I have my binges in, and I've completed it. They need some upgrading for sure, but I may switch out my Whitman album with my Dansco album and maybe really do something like a dollar start, maybe not a dollar start, maybe a $8 start, so that I can have shipping money for that. Take a little bit extra effort to. Oh, Wendy, I catch myself all the time. I will be trying to tell about something that happened at a grocery store or something, and it would be an older man or lady. And I would start the story about, saying there was this older woman or older man or whatever did such and such, and now I'm in that group. It feels kind of off when I make that kind of comment about people I see or interact with, and I'm one of them people now. Somebody else went home and probably told their significant other or something that. There was an older gentleman, and it's probably me. It was probably me. We're going to hunt these. We'll finish this strap. We're going to go until we get the 4:30 chime. Well, you got the energy of a young man, Net Fiend, so... But we'll do a good little hour stream here, and then we will shut it off for today, so we'll be ready. Dad's spare change. The finder of coin found a nice leaky bucket, an error on the Homestead quarter, and he found a blind bat on the American Samoa. First one I've ever seen anybody find on in their hunt, so I thought that was cool as Eskimo, cool as an igloo, cool as a WalkerMagnet truck. Growing old ain't for sissies. Yeah, well, I've always had gray hair like forever, seemed like, and man, I was knocking out the Wednesday senior discount at Publix grocery store here for a long time. They would see me walk up, they wouldn't even ask, they would give it to me, and I never told them. I was more than happy to save some money on that. So that's the other side of the coin as far as the coin show goes in Chattanooga. We're trying to find a place to eat that can house a large group, so that we can all, like on Friday night when we get there, we can all, of course, we can do Friday night supper and do an early supper maybe Saturday, and then try to come up with some way to hunt coins together. But we were trying to find a restaurant that could house 8 to 10 or 12 people, depending on who all shows up. $2,006. I did find a 1999 in a strap earlier. That was the oldest bill I found so far. Has anybody ever found a silver certificate hunting bills? I wonder. If I found one that had 4 sets of doubled, I would keep it. I think that would be a cool serial number to keep. Probably not worth anything, but if I found one, I'd keep it, just to put it in the collection. My boxes still have not got here, Martin Bowen. They pushed it off another day. Oh, Southern Metal? Yeah, he'd done a lot of bills. I didn't think about that. Did not think about that. So remember, if you were not here Tuesday night, Michael Erickson, being the man that he is, has donated his box Saturday to chat. So we stream at 11 a.m. on Saturday mornings. So that stream will be, you will need to be there early to get in on that. So, yeah, I'd like that. That would be kind of on my bucket list to find one, but we will be giving that box away at the start of the stream. That will be the first box going out on Saturday morning. So if you are interested in having a chance to win a box of halves and hunt it with all the benefits, you get the donator silver, you get skunk silver, you get matching silver, you get NIFC silver if you find enough. So be there or be square, as the old saying goes. That he does. He is an exceptional human being. Exceptional human being. Hey, Otis. I understand. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. You never know when a little act of courtesy or generosity, rather, can make a huge impact on a person's life. Namaste. Oh, thank you, Namaste. I would like to have one. I really would. I hope I find one day, but 4 doubles just seems like a cool note to have. I would think they're not really worth anything, maybe $1 or $2, maybe $2. But I think I would just like to have one to put in the collection. So thank you, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar. I think we're going to bust one more strap open. We will hunt it. Oh, good point. Good point by Michael Erickson there. Just about any time Michael Erickson has gifted a box, there has been silver. silver has been found because of the generosity of my good friend there. So yeah, that is that would like to have been a good one. All 2s and 0s or something like that. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. I haven't really found like a mega blinger, oh my OMG note yet. I do have one with 7 1s, I think, or 6 1s, or 6 7s. I can't remember which one it was. I'm going to get all my bills that I have organized once my boxes come in, that I'm going to start keeping them in. There's a 2024 note. If y'all haven't found a 2024 note, I got one. Awesome. Now we can test the slot to see if it works. Test the slot, flea bag. Let's see if it works. I think you might have got a bad tube of oil or something, flea bag, and gummed it up, but I had a talk with Streamlabs and got them on it. And hey, you cannot script that. You cannot script that. I mean, oh, hey, Aaron. Yes, they're streaming Saturday morning. We will be on at 11 o'clock. And the first box is a giveaway box that Michael Erickson has donated. So, with all the goodies that go with it. That is so funny. That is, yeah, there you go, Wendy. Tell him. Rigged. We will have another auction. I will have another commemorative. It will be a Booker T or a George Washington Carver. One of the two. In decent shape. So we will have that going. It will be a good bit cheaper than what we had to run that Rhode Island commemorative at to start with. So if you're interested in adding a commemorative, we should have one of those two in the kitty for the weekend. (2007). 2006. Yep. That was so funny, Fleabag. We know it's working now, though. That's a no. We got a no doubter on that now. Yeah, it probably will be. Michael Erickson has quite the track record on gifting boxes. Surgery date tentative for June 17th. If everybody keep Fleabag in your thoughts. He is having open heart surgery, bypass surgery on the 17th. I'm gonna get another strap. We got 3 or 4 minutes. We'll get started on one and then we're going to call it a night. I'm kind of achy, not feeling my best, so oh yeah, those commemorative, I'm telling you, Namaste. That was a really nice Rhode Island that we had the other night. Chewables with a $1 super sticker, I think that's what that called. Thank you, or super chat. Thank you so much again. You are just being the little generosity person today. Thank you so much for that. We will run through a few of these and see what we can find. I've got a lot of nice ones, but they're certainly not all in the mint state category. Because, I mean, some of those things are, several $100s to fill some of those spots. So I do the best I can when I get an opportunity. right now, you know, probably I've kind of got burnt out on the Morgan album. That's going to be probably for my budget be unattainable for me to ever be able to complete that one, you know. And same way on the commemorative, but the good thing about the collecting the commemorative, for a large part, you can do it more like a typeset, because some of the Texas commemoratives, I think there's like 14 or 15 of those over 4 years. They did a PD&S for every one of those years. So if you get one of those plugged into that area, then you can kind of say you crossed that one off your list and move on to another one. And then try to, I don't know, you can try to fill some of the others in as you find them, but I would feel pretty good about an album if I had the singles and at least one of the larger runs of them, like the Texas, the Arkansas has a lot of them. Alabama had two, but the Alabama was two different ones. Hey, Ron Pierce, the first Alabama, 1601 now, we're creeping on up the board there. So we will have a special 1600 sub giveaway this weekend. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Might be a big piece of silver. It ain't going to be the big piece of silver, because I got one that's a half Troy pound silver round. So I can pretty much assure you it won't be that one, but I will try to find something really nice to put in for a giveaway. I appreciate all you guys that have supported the stream through your subscriptions and memberships and super chats and super stickers and free membership given. And let me see something here. Since Ron Pierce and Mark Bowen, Ron Pierce is in here. Ron. This, have we started? I don't remember. So we go, oh, that's the wrong page, that's why. See if I've given away all my memberships. I must have. I don't have a free membership option. Okay, all right, Michael, thank you. I can do that. But I gave all my free memberships out already. We'll have them back, though, in a couple weeks. We'll be back in the memberships again. That's a cool little feature that they added there to allow the creators to do free memberships. We are doing, every Saturday, we do a members only giveaway at the end. I'll try to make it a little extra nice. Maybe I think we give away a barber one time. And a lot of times it will be, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Thank you, sir. I'm going to have to do a little research on those. Martin Bowen calls me the professor because I like to research all these notes and things we've been dealing with lately. So I have been renamed WalkerMagnet the professor. So there's one with a kind of a low number. I had one the other day with a really low 8 on the end, and I haven't seen many of those. Again, it's probably not worth anything. Thank you, Michael Erickson. Okay, Neptune. All right. I can do that. 2120. See, we're going to go ahead and do this strap since I got going now. I got a head of steam now, so we're going to run on through this strap, and then we're going to end it. I appreciate how the tables have turned. Yeah, hey, y'all, Neptune's only about 4 or 5 away from having a complete Morgan album. If that is not an accomplishment for a collector, I don't know what is, unless you had a 65 EPQ Big Chief or something like that. We've got a large submission at the grading company. It should be there any day. And I kind of, in my mind, using the resources that I could find, gave a grade to each one. And so we'll see how close I got to them. How close I got to them. Did you see a 2000 with their? Was that a note, Martin, or? I'm looking at numbers, and when numbers pop in, I wonder if I missed something. Oh, getting late in the UK. All right, all right. What is 2003 though? I mean that's an older note, but does it mean anything? Yes, a 2003A. What's a 2000? Hey, David Rubin. I don't know what significant that is. No, just older. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you. I did find a 99 in one of the earlier straps. That the second oldest note that I found so far. Second oldest note. I've got a cheat sheet up here for the web notes and the bar notes. So I was looking at my cheat sheet to see if 2003 meant anything. Oh, he saved 20 years and older. That one's so ratty. That one's so ratty. I have not yet figured out, what my keeping bills strategy is going to be. I went nuts because everybody else was keeping them with the NIFCs when I first got started, and all of a sudden I look over and I got $2,000 worth of NIFCs, so I pared that down, and so I don't want to make that mistake for the bills. I want to, oh yes, 99 White AM. I have not ever found one. Going through a coin jar my stepdad had, and he let you keep it. That is very nice. I have never found one. I was looking through my penny boxes the other day that I've got flipped up, and I've got multiple 98s and 2000s, but I have not found a 99 yet, though. Not found a 99. Yeah, star notes, I've got all those. I'm going to keep those. I'm going to get them in maybe a real cheap type of protector so that I can make a note on it. There's Jim Thompson coming in the house, so that I can make a note on it. If it's a rare note, I'm going to keep those set or tagged. I'm hoping with these boxes I got coming that I think there'll be enough room above the bill to be able to maybe put a little index card there or something stating what area. That's a 2013. If it's a low run star note or older bill like Martin pointed out. Older bill like Martin pointed out, or some of those ink blots, they look kind of cool. I may have a few of those just because they're cool. I mean, when it comes down to collecting, you collect what you like. People like die chips. A lot of people keep die chips. So, whatever flips your dress up on what you collect, it's all up to you. Shoebox collection. So I'm really liking the little camera setup for doing the bill searches. Jim, have you given any thought maybe to drifting over to Chattanooga? I don't know how long a drive that would be for you to congregate with all the coin crowd in November. Star note, we did find a low run one earlier. All right, this time we have a 2021. That's the newest star note I've come across. Got a 1, 2021. We got a B, another B. Zero 6 8 0 3 4 4 3. Hey man, we're doing pretty good today. So this one we got a another lower run, only a 500 run size, and 42 million printed, but another low serial number there. So that I don't have a note to replace it, so I'm gonna have to get some ones. So we'll put this over in the keep pile. Yeah, it's not a bad one there. Not a bad one. That is the second low note that we found today. Low run. We got a 250,000 or 300,000 earlier. Well, I'm relieved that that could have been a tombstone note. Maybe if we'd have had a 1998 or 2022 or something up there, that would have been a tombstone note. I'd probably keep those as I find them. I haven't found many of those, or actually I haven't found a tombstone note, so that will be on my list to keep. Fancy serial number, be fancy to me. I would donate a 98, 99, 2000 wide AM because I got too many of them, but I need to figure out how to mail stuff. So wow, you've racked up on the 99s. Did you find them hunting, or were they given to you? You said you found one in your stepdad's coin jar. So that is kind of cool. But they have some value, and if they're in really good shape, collectibles, they're worth some money. So if they're in really good shape, they're worth getting graded. Oh man, we are busting some star notes today. So there is another one. I didn't look and see how cool it was. The last one, it's a 63% cool. Got 3 pairs and has digit sum to 28, so that was the coolness factor on the other one. So let me run this one. My computer's lagging a little bit. No, it's 3.2 million, 10.99 million. So that is a regular everyday star note. Michael Erickson made the comment earlier that he's keeping all of them. So word on the street here is that let me see if I'm dropping frame. My browser does seem to be lagging a little bit. Ooh, that's not the right one. lagging a little bit. No frames drop. We're doing good on the stream strength and all, so no buffering. I don't think from my end. I'll put it that way. I could be wrong. I have been wrong. I think 2 times. We'll just say 3 to make sure, but at least 3 times I've been wrong. And one of them was I picked the wrong hotel in Denver. That thing will let you know about that. He'll never let me live that down. Sometimes I get that Michael Erickson, I just have to refresh the stream and it goes away when I'm watching other streams. In 1 year, WalkerMagnet, I have been really happy with it so far. Not had any issues since those initial fumbles with them cutting the line coming in the house, and also so far no complaints. There's a 95, so you can get upper level serial numbers. No, from the train trip. No, I didn't. I tried one of them just to say I went out and did it. Yeah, a lot of people like tone coin. That, getting away from the collectability for what it is and more in the eye appeal. But yeah, I tried one and it was not edible. It was not edible. But I did. I went the run the good race for you guys, and went out on a limb, and I ate one. Well, I took a bite of one. I'll put it that way. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, good sir. Yeah, we had never been able to get the fiber optic internet lines in my neighborhood because all of our utilities are underground, and so they finally ran it. Then of course, to set as Martin Bowen, Jim, it was a nasty some kind of dessert cake that came with the meals when I was on that train, and it was a very nasty, some kind of dessert cake. Looked like a block of bologna, they said, bologna or however, tomato. And so I tried one just to go the extra step, and it was I don't know. It's been rumored that I spit it out. That's how good it was. That's a 2013. Sometimes it's hard to see these when they're a little wore. It's been a while since I've ate a bologna sandwich. I mean, man, back in the day, hey, Caleb, we lived on bologna sandwiches, fried bologna sandwiches. Yeah, like I said, I've been happy with it so far. I switched I was already on AT&T network, but when I was with the other company, I had a business account, and so I had a business account phone that ran on AT&T network, and I guess it was probably because it was a business account, but I never got messages saying that I had used X amount of data or whatever. But with AT&T now, it is I'm getting those messages on my phone. You have used X number of gigabytes of data on your phone. Well, I'm sorry, I don't sit at home on Wi-Fi all the time. I travel and I got areas where I need to use my phone, so I may have to call and talk to them one day. It's like, slow it down or whatever, but quit sending these doggone messages. Yeah, Jim, and remember, you know, you have to cut the bologna. You have to cut that slice so it won't bow up on you, so it'll lay flat on the sandwich. So it'll lay flat on it. When we used to rabbit hunt up at my uncle's place, there was an old country store, and we would make a trek through the woods hunting rabbits, and then on in the afternoons, early afternoon, we would come out of the woods and go to that store and get a big old cut of bologna, whatever, and a slab of hook cheese, just a big old wedge of hook cheese, and some crackers, a rack of crackers. Golly, man, that was some eating back then. See, now all that stuff's gonna kill you, but back then, you know, I mean, my grandparents lived into their 80s, so I guess it did catch up with them, eating all that bad food all those years. No, remove the red ring. Remove the red ring. Well, I brought half of my Philly cheesesteak pita sandwich from Bob Baumhauer's. I'm going to eat that for supper. So I've always had a thing about I neglected to put it straight in the refrigerator, and it rode around with me in the truck. I had air conditioning and all on, but I went in that one bookstore for 15, 20 minutes. Then I came out, of course, turned the truck back on, ran the air conditioner again while I went out to that other that consignment shop, and then I went in there for about 30 minutes or so, and then I made it home and put my sandwich in the refrigerator. So it ought to still be fine, right? I mean, it wasn't out, you know, in my truck but a couple of hours, and it didn't just sit out in the sun very long. I did stop by the cemetery briefly today, and I called the funeral home because I had went back, you know, back out and visited, of course, two or three times since Allison passed, and the grass isn't growing on her where she's at, and that kind of just made me sad. So I called them and talked to them, and they're going to get the ground crew to look into it. Brown sugar hit the slots. They're going to get the ground crew to look into it and see if they can make some adjustment. But our silk flowers that we put out are still looking good, and the Alabama football wreath that I put out that my aunt made still looks good. So she's well attended out there from that standpoint. They just need to get the grass growing. Yep, that's right. Yeah, David, I know it does. It makes me sad, but they're hopefully gonna take care of it. I'm gonna give them a month or so, maybe back when I get back from my trip, and go back out again and see if they've addressed that. There were a few other places that were, you know, kind of not super green, but nothing. This looked like they put sod down that just was not you know, good. It just died automatically. I mean, because, you know, all that went through in August, so I would have thought we would have seen some grass grow there before winter set in, and it never did take. So he was very sympathetic and seemed like they were going to try to take care of it. So I've never had it either, Michael, but I'm thinking I might get to try it when I am in the vicinity of the Lauren house. I've heard a lot about it, but you know, I've never tried it. So, all right, this is the last two bills we're going to call tonight. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight and helping me out with the test situation. It is in good shape. Fleabag gave the stamp of approval for the slot game, and all that seems to be working. Somebody run the gamble game or the heist game for me right quick before we sign off, and said and just to make sure. I don't know that I've seen that one work yet, so let's see if that worked, and then somebody do a gamble with some money there. So there's that one working. We got Fleabag gambling it all. We got Todd gambling it all. So all those are working. So I'm thinking we're going to have to sign off on things working again. And who knows, maybe contacting tech like I did this morning or yesterday maybe help with that. Maybe they went back behind the scenes and looked at it. So anyway, hey, I don't have a problem with gambling. Everybody should gamble within their means. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that was a pretty good hunt. Three low run. Three low run star notes. So I will be certainly adding those to the collection. So remember, a couple of things are going to be going on Saturday. We are going to do a special giveaway for the 1,600 subs. We will also be giving away the first box to a lucky winner in chat. You don't have to be a member to participate, so it will be open to everybody. That was a very generous donation from Michael Erickson. Again, I take the hat off for Michael Erickson. A super guy, and does a lot for my channel as well as others, and can't say enough about him. So you guys, y'all have a good next day or so, and we'll be back. I've already got one box, so even if they don't deliver me a single coin, we will have a giveaway box and an auction. So if nothing else in this world happens, and the creek don't rise and the internet works, let me put a couple other caveats in that. We will have a free box giveaway Saturday morning at 11, and I hope y'all join me, because to all of you, good night, everybody.